I've now owned my Kindle e-reader. It's the Kindle Paperwhite. I've had it for just over a year now, and I want to go through the things that I absolutely love about it. I've actually ended up reading more books than I've ever done in my entire life. So in this video, I'm just going to go through all the things that come to mind of the reasons why I love this device so much. So let's get into the first one. So since buying the Kindle, I've ended up reading one book a month, and in total I've read about 13 books now. Considering that I only read one book when I was in school and was never really interested in books after leaving school many decades ago, it's quite a big achievement for me, and I must say I've gained so much knowledge, so much so that it's actually changed my perspective on life and in a sense changed me as a person, because I prefer reading fiction books, particularly the ones around personal development. I was more of a person that just read websites, articles, watched a lot of YouTube videos like this one, but when you're reading books it just changes the game altogether, because you get so engrossed into it, and that's when you get a mind shift where you change things in your life. The other great thing I love about the Kindle is the form factor. It's so light and it's so small. Like, it's just so easy to throw into my bag, and I find it's just much easier to hold than a book, because a book you're having to hold the pages open. You can easily control this one-handed, and it's so simple to turn the page. It's just a simple tap. This is actually a huge factor for purchasing a Kindle over a book. Whenever you're reading a book and there's a word that you're not too sure what it means, when you've got a regular book, you've got to get your phone out, search the word just to find the meaning of it. But in a Kindle, you can just long press on a particular word and it'll give you the definition straight away. It's increased my vocabulary. I find that I'm learning more words than I ever used to before. And there's also a feature where you can go back and run through all the words that you tried to get definitions for. And it's a way of relearning so you can store it in your long-term memory. The e-ink technology on the Kindle device is just incredible. I love how it's got a warm backlight, so I can easily use it in the evenings in a dark room. And the one thing I discovered, which is the complete opposite, is you can actually read it whilst you're out and about in sunlight, and it's clearly legible. It's quite surprising, but in all different light situations, it's actually very easy to read. And if you still have difficulty, there's actually a way of increasing the font size. When it comes to purchasing new books, it's got to be the most convenient way. The entire library is on the device. And not only that, the Kindle books are usually cheaper than buying the physical book, especially when there's a sale or there's like a heavy discount applied to it. I don't think you can find them any cheaper than on the Kindle ebook store. On the instances, which is very rare, where I forget to take my Kindle device, the great thing is there's a Kindle app on your phone, so you can just pick up from where you left off and vice versa. And it does it seamlessly, and you can still use all the same features as well. And it's actually saved me from very long, boring journeys. Whenever you're reading the ebook on your Kindle device, there's a really easy way to highlight text. You can either highlight a word or a sentence, but anything that resonates with you. And what I love about this is once you're done with a book, you can actually email all those highlights to yourself, or you can just go through all the highlights on the Kindle device or the Kindle app on your phone. And it's just a great way of relearning and memorizing the things that really resonated with you and then applying it in life. If you're on the fence about buying a Kindle, like I was for many years, trust me, just go out and buy one. You will not regret it. I've gained so much knowledge from it. I've increased my vocabulary. I never get any eye fatigue. It's so light and easy to carry around. And it's the most seamless way to purchase any new book on the spot. And because it's a dedicated device for reading, there aren't any distractions like it would be if you're using an iPad or an iPhone. I'll leave a link in the description to get more details about the Kindle device I'm using, which is the one I would recommend for most people. And fingers crossed, I'll see you in the next one.